Well, the Justice Department now plans to reach out to Jeffrey Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, for a meeting. This comes amid recent calls for Maxwell to testify about the accused sex trafficker. Her attorney, David Oscar Marcus, tells CNN, "I can confirm that we are in discussions with the government and that Ghislaine will always testify truthfully. We are grateful to President Trump for his commitment to uncovering the truth in this case." Well, Evan Perez is tracking the story from Washington, joins us now. And Evan, this is raising a lot of eyebrows because we know Ghislaine Maxwell is serving a 20-year sentence. One would assume she would have an incentive for providing information. We know that the president has been very liberal in handing out presidential pardons. So what is the feeling about this and how much concern?
Well, look, I think, Christina, that's exactly the concern that is being raised, is that she would have the incentive because she is appealing her 20-year sentence right now. She's right now serving time in federal prison. In the meantime, but, you know, she does want to get out of prison, and she does hold the keys. She could help President Trump put this issue to rest, which is obviously something that they brought on themselves and are now trying with very much difficulty to extricate themselves from. I'll read you just a part, though, of what happened today, right? We know I'll update you on a couple of things that have happened just since that exchange between the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, and David Marcus, who is Ghislaine's attorney, Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney. We know now, though, that one of the things that they're going to do, the Maxwell camp, is they're going to oppose an effort by the Justice Department to have records unsealed in the Epstein and Maxwell cases. So that is going to make it more difficult for President Trump and for the Justice Department to kind of have the judges sort of be responsible for releasing additional documents. We also do know that you know, there has been no discussions on the part of Maxwell to talk to Congress, because some of what happened here was the Justice Department realized they were about to fall behind congressional Republicans who have made a big issue of this and have been pushing. And so today we now know that we have a congressional committee that is going to subpoena Maxwell to request her testimony. And so that's what's also at work here at the Justice Department, is that they need to try to find a way to keep control of whatever Ghislaine Maxwell knows at this point. Christina?
And on that last point, Evan, about what she may know, would there be much information Ghislaine Maxwell can give them that hasn't already been provided to prosecutors?
You know, that's a great question, and I think at this point my guess is no, right? But we don't know what we don't know. And Ghislaine Maxwell fought the case that was brought against her, so we've never actually heard her say everything she knows. She also had problems with some of her testimony, which is why they also brought charges of lying to the federal agents that were talking to her. So we know that there is a lot of issues here. We don't know whether she possesses any additional information. I can tell you this. Prosecutors and investigators in the Trump administration, the first one, in the Biden administration, all looked at whether there were additional people who could be charged with crimes. They found no such evidence. And until last week, we also heard from the Justice Department, the current Justice Department, that they believed there was no one else. They had no evidence to indicate anyone else could be prosecuted for additional crimes. So the question remains, what else could there be? They themselves didn't think so. It's just because obviously there's a political problem and they need to solve it, that you're seeing this additional tap dance happening.
All right, Evan Perez, appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure.